Good morning, classes, or hello, or good day. Mrs. Robinson here for week 4, and also Mrs. Spradling. You'll see her in a next video when she'll talk over lesson 2. So I'm going to talk about lesson 1 for week 4. I hope you had a lovely Easter weekend and spent some time with your family and had a chocolate bunny maybe. And now we're ready to kind of get back to our lives again and our routine. So as far as that goes, make sure you're kind of focusing on that, getting that one work done Monday to Friday is best. Technically, you have Monday to Monday, but Monday means Sunday night at midnight, so it has to be done Sunday. And we're not really going to be going back in time to check late work or to see if you've done it. So you need to really have it done by Sunday so that we're tracking it. The sooner you finish, the better that is for everybody. We can track it and makes that routine really work well. So if you've got questions, of course, always email us. And then also wanted to remind you, my students too, because we're new to Edpuzzle, make sure you're in Edpuzzle, you're answering the questions that go along with that. It tracks in Edpuzzle, so we can actually see what you're doing and know that you're on target with your learning. So please make sure you're doing that. So let me tell you about lesson 1. On the screen right here, I have just 2 funny pictures related to camouflage, because your first little Edpuzzle piece that you're going to watch with questions is about a desert mouse that is very much the same color as that puppy dog up there. Is a tan little desert mouse in New Mexico. And it is camouflaged in certain environments, but in certain environments it's not. In environments it's not. So we're looking again still at adaptations of organisms, either traits or behaviors. They're allowing them to survive and pass those on genetically, or pass those traits on based on maybe what's happening in the environment, what man's doing, what's happening with long-term and short-term changes. So here's just a funny picture there with the camel. You see how it says camouflage? That's a joke. And then, of course, that little doggy up there looks real cute, just blended right into the carpet. So the video you watch will be about an adaptation of a genetic trait of camouflage. Very similar to the peppered moths of the Industrial Revolution, if you're familiar with that particular example. So let me go ahead and just kind of move on to our next slide. The next little assignment that you're going to do is a Google form document reading. So I've got paragraphs in there, and I just did a snippet here of the picture so that you can see where the question is. So it's not highlighted in the Google form, but the question is the very last sentence. So you'll do a little reading passage. There's just 3. And they're interesting examples. One of them is Darwin's finches, or the birds that he tracked. And you'll answer the question, but the question is the last sentence. So make sure you're seeing where that is. And then as far as Darwin goes, Charles Darwin, he's was an early naturalist, did a lot for the biology and natural selection and understanding of species and diversity. And of course, one of his classic examples is he worked with, he did some traveling over many years and documented fossils and life and organisms. And he tracked birds, in particular, the Galapagos Islands, off of the coast of South America, the western side of South America. And he tracked these birds and began to understand some of their changes based on environment. And the classic example is with the bird beaks. So you'll do a little reading passage on that, but I just found this cartoon kind of funny with the bird beaks. And, you know, bird beaks are for different needs. And then, of course, if you look at that last one there, you can see he's got that Swiss Army knife that covers all bases. So I just thought that was funny. So week 4 then will be adaptations again. We're environmental change. You'll do an Edpuzzle. You'll do a Google form. And then lastly, I just have this funny little example of behavioral adaptations of a species. So I'm going to start this video. This is in Japan. And in different areas of Japan, there are populations of deer that are very calm and very docile, and they actually have adapted to being part of the townsfolk, part of the town. And you can see them actually adapting their behavior by being part of the, walking on the street. Here's a little deer. I just think this is a hoot. This deer can actually cross the road and be safe. So the behaviors of living in this environment, the deer has adapted its behaviors to be able to survive and cross the road. And there he goes. So slow and methodical, but so there we go. So anyway, guys, that's it. Have a good week. And if you have any questions, please email us as always. Take care. Bye. Let me turn this off. Bye.